The last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 of each card in deck from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. The next moment, game becomes argument. The defendant's trick was exposed. He took bottle in his hand. Poor Mr. Smith. Okay, she's bullshit. Unless the argument is that Phoenix killed after being found out. Yeah, I don't know. But, like, that would make... That doesn't seem like a proper motive for murder. I don't know.
It's orally.
Seems not right.
Why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning?
Because she did a murder?
I thought I smelled the cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers. A full house is a very high-scoring hand.
It is, yes.
Not easy to make in my experience.
I think I'm getting very dry right now. That alone is enough to suspect less than scrupulous tactics. I need a sippy.
Mr. Gavin? What's a full house?
Lawyers these days, you don't know your poker.
I can't see this bodes well for your case or career. What is this, some kind of secret court poker ring?
Everybody's just dunking on him.
Justice. I know the term one pair, two pair, and three of a kind, yes? Yeah, no problem. 2 cards with the same number makes a pair, and 3 makes 3 of a kind. Good. Now picture the hand with 1 pair, and 1 3 of a kind. That is a full house.
Wait, why is this hand impossible then?
Look at all the cards on the table.
There's 4 cards of a kind in a deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this tracks. There's 4 aces. What? I don't get it.
You'll get it in a bit, don't worry.
I mean, it's incredibly low odds that they would both pull a pair of aces, right? But
you can always press on her testimony when she says the cheat is obvious.
yeah, I'm just... I guess. Actually. Oh, no, it is. So it looks like this ace came from a different deck. So that's not what these other aces look like, right?
Yeah, just press her testimony, and you'll see the deal with that. That doesn't sound very easy to make, does it?
You can see each player's hand in this photo.
Wow, they both have full houses.
We forget there's an easy way to make a full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat.
Ahem. The defense may cross-examine the witness. If he did cheat in the last hand, that still leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand.
Yeah.
Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat?
That's a fair point. Okay, yeah, that ace must come from the red deck. There's 4 of each card in deck from ace to king.
Give her a bit of a press.
Yeah.
How is it clear?
Well, the defendant, he played a 5th ace?
That don't add up, do it?
No, it doesn't. There's no other ace in this photo. I can't really make any... These are different. Wait, these are different cards. Are they?
No, it's just low res.
But that's not where the Ace of Spades is in this hand in the other photo. This is not accurate. Capcom, get your shit together. Very confusing.
Fifth ace?
I still remember both hands very well. Wait, that's not what the hand was. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. And Mr. Wright's 2. Obviously, cheating was afoot. Or perhaps I should say, a hand. Please don't.
Your Honor, perhaps this can be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's joke.
Thank you, Christoph.
Very well. The witness will add this detail to their testimony, please.
Oh, yeah.
And now you can punch a hole in it.
That piece of testimony was very important for me understanding what the fuck she was trying to say. Because just looking at the photo, there was no possible way I could have understood what the fuck that meant.
I just wanted to make sure you took a look to see that there was only 2 in each.
Yeah. So this is still a possible hand.
Yeah. It appears the witness is mistaken.
Mistaken? But my name.
Look, this piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony. That's the photo of the chip, is it not?
It's also the photo of the hands.
Justice. Perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way that the judge can comprehend.
Also, Christoph knows that the judge is an idiot, huh?
Yeah, this isn't his first rodeo. In other words, use your finger to point out your point. Yes, please point out the contradiction in this photo. What particular point contradicts the witness's testimony?
The hand? That?
Yeah. Miss Orley, in her testimony, you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces, but you can clearly see the victim's hand only held 2 aces.
Well, maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held the 3rd ace in question.
Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant also has 2 aces in his hand. Where's this 5th ace? I see cheating on. It's going on right here in the courtroom.
Damn! Get her ass!
2 aces in each player's hand does make 4 aces total. Hardly proof of cheating.
Wait, please. It is true. I have seen it, the 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you.
That's odd. She must be lying, yet she's the most sincere I've seen her all day. You're right to trust your instincts. Mr. Gavin? Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion. What might that be, Mr. Gavin? If you don't mind, perhaps we might examine the actual cards?
Oh, yeah.
The cards? Mr. Payne.
Ugh, yes.
The player's hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court. Very well. The prosecution will submit the evidence. Which will you examine?
Oh.
The victim's cards or the defendant?
Can I not do both?
These cards don't prove cheating was going on, nothing will. Now, which of these hands is more suspicious?
The victim's hand, because that's what the card is missing.
Yeah. It was the victim's hand that changed over the course of the witness's testimony. The defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's cards.
Why?
Very well. Mr. Payne, if you would.
Very well.
Well, time's a-wasting. Get to it, Justice.
Yeah, I knew it. One of those. Okay, so if he played the hand as is with 3 aces and 2 kings, would he have lost?
No, he would have won that.
He still would have won that, right?
It depends on how much they put up. Like if Phoenix wasn't betting a lot, he might not have been able to like come back from a loss that big.
Yeah, like a 3 sevens and 2 aces doesn't even beat 3 aces and 2 kings. Especially if aces are high, like that's which I assume they are in this case. I mean, I guess I'm just assuming that. But yeah, then why would this hand need to be changed in the first place? Like,
did you actually check the blue back?
Oh, I didn't. I should do that.
Only one of these cards has a blue back.
He would have won that hand, not necessarily the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, though he would have won that hand. Not necessarily the whole thing. Right, yes.
I'm much more of a red guy myself. Blue is so not red, you know?
Uh-huh. What?
Okay, I mean, I have to go further, and it might make you do the examination in the actual game.
They were using blue back cards in the last game, weren't they? Because the deck... Maybe the deck was planted there anyway, but what? No, that wouldn't make sense, because why would that matter? My brain.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, this is...
Okay, I literally just did this. Guys. Guys! So now I will look at these things.
What?
I jumped the gun!
Your Honor, look at this. One of the victim's cards. The back is a different color.
That's impossible. But I put that card in Knight's hand. Oh.
Shouldn't have did that. What was that, Mr. Orley?
I merely said, I have,
Your Honor.
Didn't she say that she was dealing the cards?
Mr. Gavin, yes? Tell me, what's the easiest way to cheat at poker? To cheat? I'll tell you. 1 million needs a friend. A comrade, shall we say.
Very good. Very good.
I like Kristoff as a character. He's great.
Yeah, he's great.
Zadira.
That's some very clever wordplay there.
Wait, so you mean... this witness, Miss Orley. She's a cheater. A professional, I'd wager.
Definitely a lobster.
Order, order! Focus Justice, time to take advantage of her. I mean, of her mistake.
Fuck. Jesus Christ, Apollo.
Even in his brain, he's like, that was worded terribly.
That was awful.
Your Honor, please recall the testimony we've just heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ergo, Miss Olga Orley conspired to cheat, not with my client, but with the victim, Mr. Shady Smith.
Ooh. This track's a fucking bop, though.
It's bumping. Yeah, this is the pursuit theme. This is like the theme place never getting close to cornering someone.
Good.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite pursuit theme in the game, in the series. Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim.
What?
Wait, you don't mean... The defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Olga Orley, are you?
This has never been done before.
Time for justice. There were 3 people in the room at the night of the incident. And if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means... I am.
I am!
The defense accuses the witness, Miss Olga Orley, of murder.
Get wrecked. Oh, she faints. Oh, it's still fine, though. That's good.
Mr. Payne, where is her witness, Miss Olga Orley?
It appears she has lost, consciousness, Your Honor.
Mr. Justice? Your Honor? It seems you've presented a new possibility to the court. One suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith. And that means this court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at this time.
What?
I did it. I held out. I see no point in prolonging the trial this day. The prosecution will need to make further inquiries.
That's Phoenix's objection.
It sure is.
What the fuck?
Mr. Wright?
You can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet. What nonsense is the defendant spewing now?
Not yet, Snake. It's not over yet.
Think. One of the cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means? What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objections right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous!
Mr. Payne, you of all people should know. Mr. Wright has a talent for the ridiculous.
He sure does.
Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night.
Oh, we still going. As was said before, we alternated between 2 decks of cards that night. That was said before! The 2 decks at the club have different colored backs, blue and red. 1 color per deck.
Why use different colored backs?
If
This
we
is already
use
explained to you, Apollo.
Yeah. If we use the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed.
You used different colors, and they still got mixed up.
We used the red deck for the last game. Oh, I see.
I see, but that's odd. For some reason, I had this impression that you're using the blue cards. Yeah, me too.
Because those were the ones on the table. We all just assumed that.
I'm sure someone said something about blue cards.
Whatever. In the end, 1 card of the wrong color got into the mix. Which means there was cheating. Yes, a card slipped into the deck that would seem to indicate cheating. Yet, this card raises 2 serious questions. Apollo.
Yes?
Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think. In the last game, when was the card swapped?
When?
There are 3 broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder. Well, yeah. Thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course it was swapped. Oh? It might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be. I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. When do you think the cards were swapped? So based on what Olga said, and what she remembered of the hand, I think it would happen after the murder.
Probably, yeah.
But that would also imply that Olga didn't do it. Right?
Not necessarily.
But like, if she's, like, she would have, oh, I guess Phoenix could have been the one to swap these cards, huh?
Yeah, that's possible.
But why would he do
I guess we'll have to find out.
that?
Perhaps it happened after the murder?
What's that? Ridiculous! What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's silly!
Yes, but tell me. How do you swap cards during the game? I'll take silly over impossible.
Take it from me, son. There's a lot of silly in this world, but very little impossible.
Oh? Even when the backs of the cards are different color? If you pulled that during the game, you'd be caught in no time.
This is true.
Ah.
Quite true. That would mean that the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown, after the murder.
So I'm not sure if you know this, but like the O on his hat, like the face is one of Emma's pins from Rise from the Ashes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Aw, is she gonna show up again?
I don't know.
You... you say you don't know, but you know, you're just not going to say.
I don't know.
Okay, this is going past silly and straight on to crazy. I ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Who would do that? Who indeed? That's one of the mysteries before us.
There's another?
Yes. A simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for a blue card?
Who? The game Murder is done. The victim is dead. Only two remain in the room. Alive, that is. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and our witness, Olga Orley. Okay, so who is it that swapped the red card for a blue?
So the fact that Olga was confused about the fact that the cards aren't what she thought they were, I'm going to say Phoenix is the one that swapped them.
Are you sure?
Yes?
The one who swapped the cards was Mr. Wright. It was you, wasn't it?
And why would I do such a thing? Oh.
Well, because, maybe you were trying to hide the fact that you cheated? That would make sense, but the swap card was in the victim's hand. Oh.
Oh. I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that nice.
Come to think of it, he would lack a motive for helping his opponent win.
Wait.
Okay, so who was it that swapped the red card for blue then?
So Olga was also confused.
Yeah.
So confused that she let slip a contradiction in her testimony.
Mm-hmm.
So it couldn't have been Olga.
So that leaves?
So that leaves somebody else.
Yep, to quote the great detective Sherlock Holmes, once you eliminate the impossible, what remains must be the truth.
Didn't Mia also say that in one of the earlier games too?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be someone else.
The one who swapped the cards wasn't Mr. Wright, of course.
So does that mean that Olga didn't do a murder?
Well, we've still got lots of cases to go, so...
Oh no, wait, but this happened after the murder.
Yeah.
So somebody else being there... How do we know that the cards are blue? The photo. But... Did somebody say that... Apollo said that he remembers somebody saying that the cards were blue.
Yeah. Just keep going. We're getting ahead of things too much. And, well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga Orley either. What are you suggesting? That's hardly a logical conclusion, I admit. As a defense, I think it would only make sense for you to name Miss Orley at this point. Yes, I know. But she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make this mistake of swapping the wrong color card. And if the card was swapped during the game, it'd be obvious. Nothing personnel, kid. Something you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright?
Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking how much fun all of this is. This is fun. Fun? How about confusing? I have no idea what the defense is claiming, Your Honor. If the one who swapped the card wasn't the defendant and it wasn't Miss Orley, then who was it?
Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it?
Precisely.
Huh?
I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction.
A new direction?
We'll find that, indeed, after the murder, someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand. And that someone made two critical mistakes.
I'm sure you want to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card.
Because the one who did the swap didn't know two colors of cards were being used. The other mistake was the number on the card.
Right. The person replaced the 5th ace with a king.
I'm sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a 5th ace after all. All they knew was that the game had been won with a full house. So they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in. But there's one problem. According to our case record, this person doesn't exist. Oh, very dry. True, not until now. But you have to admit the possibility of a 4th person. Though it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime. What?
I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials. Ridiculous, Mr. Wright. This trial has proceeded on one central assumption. Namely, that at the time of the incident, there were only 3 people in that room.
I believe this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption?
The problem is that you chose to conceal this information from the court.
Yes, that is technically withholding evidence. This is true. I suppose that is a problem, yes.
Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gavin, I'll see you in my chambers during this recess.
Uh-huh.
Certainly, Your Honor. Very well, the trial will resume in 20 minutes.
Radical. We do it.
I think he's probably just chewing him out for being like, hey, you're a defendant, freaking withheld some really important information.
Yeah.
That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. It certainly claims there was another person at the scene of the crime like that.
He's doing the fucking glasses thing.
The Gendo Akari.
Yeah, this game is so fucking anime.
I must ask, is it the truth?
Well now, I'd think you would know the answer to that. Yeah, I imagine you would.
Being mysterious, Avi. Sadly, I have no time for mysteries. I'd only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome.
Wait, hold on. Why would Phoenix not just represent himself?
Because, there's reasons for that.
Okay. I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Christoph.
Justice. Yes, sir. The judge has summoned me to his chambers, so carry on without me.
Oh. Yeah. You did well, Apollo.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright?
Ah, you're wondering what the victim's disappearing locket. Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there. Aww! She cute.
I'm just surprised to hear you have a daughter.
Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days.
One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you?
What do you think?
Huh?
You know what happened 7 years ago? What I did? What? Uh-huh? Wait, hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Hold the fucking phone. So this is not him having retired after Bridge to the Turnabout. This is something else happening after that.
Yep.
It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat.
I never, honest, but it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years.
Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker.
Eh?
You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case.
Poker is like trial law?
Figure out what your opponent is thinking, and you win.
Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds.
I think not.
Huh?
Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information.
You're kidding.
That witness, for instance, Miss Orley. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice?
No. Come on, who'd notice that?
I noticed that, but... Words, habits, twitches, it's all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you.
What? I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll be able to pick up on these signals.
Why did I fucking imagine him like goddamn Mike Myers? Fucking Waynesworth. No, you can do it.
Huh?
You just don't know it yet.
What's he talking about?
But you will, soon. Phoenix is from the fucking future, apparently. Ah, almost forgot. One more thing. About this case. You should know, I haven't told the truth to anyone yet.
What? I knew it.
I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power.
Power? I had no idea my core of steel were that special.
It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. I fully imagine that Phoenix bluffed his way to victory playing poker. Yeah. That's how he won in the courtroom ever. Like that's what he do. Hey, I think it's break time. That was a good
Just about.
That was a good solid
Hour and a
2 hour
half.
chuck. No, that was 2 I guess it was like more like an hour and a half because there was some technical issues. But hey.
And we started pretty late too. We didn't start until like 6:30.
No, I'm looking at the actual time of the like how long the recording's been going on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, we'll be back.